All right, welcome race fans once again here to Virtual Racing Network. We're going live a little bit before that timer goes down, mainly for the fact that they are going to be moving on to qualifying here. It says 19 minutes on the clock, but they are actually going to advance a little bit early because of the little bit of a delay. So we will randomly being advancing. We may get notification of that. If not, we'll be looking for it either way. But tonight here at Knoxville Raceway is the SDMTS season finale at Knoxville. This is the Sim Dirt Modified Touring Series. Again, this is the season finale here tonight. We will be talking to your top three drivers later on tonight. And it looks like we are set to have 5 heat races. We may not have all 5 of those, but that is on the books, as well as a C main and a B main, followed by a little warm-up, and then your 50-lap feature race here tonight. So we'll definitely be looking to see what all happens, what all we have. We'll relay that information to you as soon as we get it up here in the booth. You're watching right now just a little scenic view of this track, and you can see cars on the pit road. There's cars on the track. There's cars everywhere right now, as these are modifieds around this track. It's going to be a very fast-paced lap. They're running 19-second lap, so less than 20 seconds to get around this track. Should be a very good race. Before they advance, so we want to move on to the sponsor stuff here for tonight. Of course, big shout out to Team VLR. Actually, the league owner Trevor Brownlee is not here tonight. He had to be away, so Team VLR stepped up and they're running it as they advance it. So big shout out to them, and we want to give a big shout out to Walls Beard Co., Sim Speed Shop, Northwest Racing Series, Ohio IndyCar League, and iBog. For coming on board here for the 2018 season. As the green flag is out, qualifying is underway. We're going to go ahead and get down to Corey Whitworth, who's out on the track in that 69 machine, and we'll pull up driver information so you can see exactly what we see here. And you can see this track is very iconic. In Knoxville Nationals, the Hall of Fame right behind it. So a lot of history here in this track. You're watching the number 69 of Corey Whitworth out on the track. Dylan Thomas out on the track as well. And we're going to go ahead here in just a second. We'll put your top 20 in qualifying, as it will not take them long to put all these laps down. They do have 5 minutes to do so, but it will not take near that much time. You're going to watch the 69 be the first one probably to put in a lap. I believe he was one of the first ones out onto the track. It's actually not. It's going to be Jarrett Murphy that puts in a time 20.017. We'll go ahead and drop down those times here for you, as Trevor Fitz with a 19.866. Kevin McNatt right behind them with a 19.911. Corey Whitworth the third with a 19.940 that he just ran on his second lap. Chad Prescott to fourth. With a 19.982. Jared Winholz out on the track coming down the backstretch now. He is currently 6th place with a 20.019.002 behind Jarrett Murphy in 5th place. Virgil Graham sitting in 7th place right now. And very interesting, I don't see our points leader here tonight, who probably is going to be the champion. I'm not sure if he even needs to be here. That is Howard Weaver, not here tonight. Very interesting to see our points leader not showing up for the last race. We'll see if he does make it in. He needs to do it in the next 3 minutes. Shane James currently 10th with a 20.067. But again, you have to be in here before qualifying. You will not make it. Mason Crawford out on the track now, as he's just now coming on the track. So we're going to switch over to Bailey Jones here in the number 51 machine. We'll see what he can put in here for his first lap coming up soon. As switch back to him, Blake Cannon takes it to the top of the charts with a 19.818. What a time. Back to Tyler Hollum. He's just now coming out. Bailey Jones, 20.145 to put himself in 13th place. A very fast time for him. Again, everyone's really close together right now. Randall Carter just ran a 19.932. Jed Burton, 7th place with a 19.981 with 2 minutes left on the clock. Tyler Hollum currently back in 18th with a 20.192 in that 54 machine. We'll see if he can improve on that time this next time by. Dylan Thomas right now in 17th with a 20.152, and Howard Weaver is here now. He just rolled into the track, and he is getting ready to come out on this track probably pretty soon. He needs to get out there very quick. He does not have much time to do so. We'll go to your current pole sitter here in qualifying. Again, it doesn't mean you'll be starting a pole for the feature, but it does mean that you will have a good spot in your heat race. Mason Crawford out on the track right now as he just puts in a 19.896. He will be third fastest here in qualifying. We'll see. Howard Weaver needs to come out soon. He's got a minute 28. He still has plenty of time to go out, but so far not going to make it out as of right now. So we'll keep an eye on that to see if he does come in or come out onto the track here in just a minute. We got a minute 14. So we do not have time to talk to a driver at this moment. We'll definitely see if we can talk to someone later. It's just so fast-paced here, plus the little bit of a delay. We just don't have time. We got a minute left on the clock. Howard Weaver looks like he's going to start at the rear of his heat race. So we are going to go ahead and get rid of your qualifying times here, as that is where they're going to stand right now. Exactly 19 drivers here tonight. A new driver that we haven't seen before is Austin Moore here, so that'll make even 20. Tim Christensen, he is currently in 17th with a 20.149. A few others we didn't get to go over. Dylan Petty in the 5, currently in 15th with a 20.024.001 behind Virgil Graham in 14th with a 20.023. So a few drivers back in the back that we don't typically see back there. They are there tonight, so we'll see how this all plays out. But again, exactly 20 drivers have made the trip here to the track, with Austin Moore just getting here. But 7 seconds left on the clock. They will not have time to put in a time. We want to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight. Sorry about the delay, but we are here as everyone is getting ready for heat race number 1, as they are going to be coming on to the track. And we'll go ahead and bring up your heat race number 1 drivers, as they are going to be as follows. It's going to be, I didn't know Darren Little came in here either, but Darren Little here, Corey Whitworth, Mason Crawford, Blake Cannon, Tyler Hollum, Shad Prescott, Jared Winholz, Dylan Petty, Tim Christensen, and Howard Weaver going to be heat race number 1. There'll be 2 heat races here tonight, so we will be wrapping up heat races very quickly. Only going to have 2 heat races of 10 drivers apiece. Those are your 10 drivers right there. Listed their number and name. Some of the numbers you can't see, as they have a black number on a black car, but that is a good way to see who is what number, so you can keep an eye on them throughout this race. As a really nice looking 44 Blake Cannon, looks like you got breast cancer awareness pink on that D1RT racing machine, so a big shout out to him for a really nice looking paint job here tonight. It looks like the 68 is going to be Darren Littoral. He is going to be our pole sitter here for tonight. Again, we'll leave those up here for just a minute, as there it is. They are fixing to roll off 10 laps per heat race, and we'll have 15 lap B and C mains, followed by your 50 lap feature race later tonight. So make sure you grab some snacks, grab something to drink, because you do not want to miss any of that feature race. You don't want to miss any of this race either. But you definitely do not want to miss that feature race. It will be a knockout drag battle, and it will include every driver here, as long as they don't leave or break the car and just decide that they don't want to make the feature. Every driver will make it to the feature. So actually, that's incorrected. I don't know if we're going to have a B or C main. We shouldn't, because everyone will make it. There would be no point in having one. Again, everyone would make it. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that, though, and get ready for the heat race to start. We're going to zoom out here just a little bit so you can see everybody here tonight as they're getting these cars warmed up, getting some heat in those tires, heating the engines. We are going racing this next time. Paint truck will be diving off here very shortly. So get ready and get in your seat, because it's time to go racing, boys, here at Knoxville Raceway. me for the season finale of the Sim Dirt Modified Touring Series. All right, pace truck going to be diving off the track right there. And it is time to go racing. Green flag is in the air. We're racing here at Knoxville Raceway. 10 drivers here for heat race number 1, and they are side by side. The 119 of Mason Crawford taking it to the inside. We'll zoom in here a little bit, and you see him come flying down the backstretch here. It's going to be Mason Crawford in third, followed by Corey Whitworth and Darren Literal in first place, leading this race right now. Can any of these guys get to him is the question. And Howard Weaver did not start the race. Something happened there. He did not start the race. He is now 1 lap down because of that. We'll see if he grids out here in a little bit, but I don't think he's going to. Very interesting for him just to show up and not race. He may just be wanting to start at the back of the feature. Very interesting as we got a big pile up back here. No caution coming out, and it involves the 41, the 27, the 5. I thought I had a piece of that. I don't think so. Tim Christensen in the 27 and the 41 of Shad Prescott involved in this. Back in the back of this field. So we're going to go back to the front, though, as there is the caution coming out. And we currently are on lap 3 of 10. Caution number 1 coming out. And it was for these. We went back there and watched a little bit of it. The 41 and the 27 getting together to bring out caution number 1 here tonight in heat race number 1. And it looks like Howard Weaver is now going to come out onto the track in that 07 machine. And it looks like he finally got a new paint job on that car. He told us one time he was slacking and just hadn't had a new paint job done. But he definitely has a brand new paint job in that 07 machine here for tonight's race. Back to the front we go. There is your leader at this moment. It is the 68 of Darren Literal here in tonight's race. Howard Weaver going to get a wave around here is what it looks like. So he is going to at least get one of his laps back. Something may have happened to cause him to not grid. But he is at least going to get one of those laps back. And it looks like the 19 of Jared Windholz is going to be on pit road here for a little bit. So we'll see. Howard Weaver still going around, so he is now 2 laps down. Will he just go by and get another lap back is the question. Where he tacks to the back, it looks like he is going to keep going and get another one of his laps back. So we'll be watching it. It looks like they are going to wave him around to the lead lap here. So with that being said, we'll go back to the lead. We should see him come by here again momentarily. But right now, your top 5 are Darren Literal, Corey Whitworth, Mason Crawford, Tyler Hollum, and Blake Cannon are your top 5 drivers after right now currently 6 laps is what we're on. We have completed 5, so we have completed half of this race thus far for the season finale, and green flag is out as Howard Weaver just gets to the tail end of the lead lap. He very well could possibly go a lap down again if something happens. He has got to fight his way. That is not the leader. There's your leader right there, as it is Darren Literal. That is your leader, and it looks like Corey Whitworth going to battle, but look at this battle right here. Mason Crawford, Tyler Hall, and Blake Cannon, those guys not giving up, as really this track has been single file, but there's 4 wide going into the corner right there. We'll see. They make it work somehow. Howard Weaver still staying out front here. On the tail end of the lead lap. We'll see if they catch him. It's going to be the 54 of Hollum that tries to take third place from Crawford, but so far, and he does it there, as it looks like Blake Cannon going to get into the wall there just a little bit, and that may hurt his car a little, but I don't think it's going to give it too much damage, so he should be good as long as he can keep it going. So we'll definitely be watching him to see if that damage will slow him down at all. But right here's the group. We're going to zoom out here just a little bit. The leader is right there. 1 lap to go. Here Crawford to the inside. 69 of Whitworth to the middle. And we'll see. Can Whitworth get by him at the line? Let's zoom in. He has him, but he's not going to make it stick. The 68 versus 69. It's going to be Literal at the line as he will get the checkered flag. What a win for the 68 of Darren Literal as he will be your Heat Race 1 winner here tonight. A good battle for him, and that will bring us to Heat Race number 2 coming out onto the track here in just a few moments. There it is, Heat Race number 2 getting ready to come out onto the track. We are going to get things ready. We'll go ahead and get down to the track with these guys as well. We'll bring up your Heat Race 2 drivers list. It's going to be in this order on the pole: Randall Carter, followed by Shane James, Kevin McNatt, Trevor Fitz, Jed Burton, Jarrett Murphy, Virgil Graham, Bailey Jones, Dylan Thomas, and Austin Moore. Again, make sure you remember those names with the numbers, because later on tonight in that feature, we will go by last names only to make it a little fast pace here. So this is your chance to note those names down, first name and last name with their car number. Again, once we get going, though, we will be on a last name basis only here for the feature race. And we are looking here. We're going to look at our session. We showing a B and C main, but I don't think we're going to have one. We will not have a Heat Race 3, 4, or 5. I doubt we'll have a C or B main either. We'll have a little bit of a warm-up. We may bypass that. We'll see. We'll find out from the race officials if that's going to happen, or if we are going to go ahead and run it out to wear this track out just a little bit more. Pace car should be diving off this next time by. I hope you're ready for some more great racing, as this is Heat Race number 2 of 2, your final heat race here for tonight. All right, pace cars getting ready to dive off, so we're going to get that list out of the way and off your screen. We are racing here. Green flag is in the air. We are racing once again here at Knoxville Raceway, as it has been a great season so far. They're 3 wide for the lead. Shane James trying to make something happen in the middle. Here comes the 28 of Trevor Fitz to the inside, and they are stacking up behind him right now. 3 wide back here for about 5th place, Kevin McNatt, Jed Burton, Virgil Graham. These guys getting it after it here. Once again, Shane James is going to try to get to the inside of the 37 of Randall Carter. Can he get by him is the question. There's 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th together. And contact between the 115 and I'm not sure who that was. I don't think it was Virgil Graham. I think that was the 03 of Dylan Thomas. Yes, they made contact and sent him a little into the air, but he keeps it going in the right direction. Shane James still trying to pass for the lead here. Just not happening right now. You have Team VLR, HRE, D1RT, all right there. 1, 2, and 3. 3 different and distinct, very good teams battling right now for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. We'll see who it's going to be. Shane James in 2nd place at the moment. Just can't quite get by the 37 of Randall Carter, but he is trying everything he can to get by. Just not working out for him right now, as he's going to dive it to the inside. There you see him. 1, 2, 3. Just still, they're running the same line, and that's not going to work if you want to pass someone. You've got to be able to get by them on the inside. You can't run the same line as are. And they are fixed setup, Ryan. They are running a fixed setup here for tonight's race. So they can't do much to them, if anything at all. I don't think there's anything they can actually adjust on these here tonight. Maybe they're steering, but that is about it. So we're going to go back here. Trevor Fitz in that 28, still right behind Shane James, trying to run him down. Jarrett Murphy, a driver we have not seen here before, brand new to the series, currently in 4th place and putting on a good run here. If you go a little further back, Virgil Graham, usually see him a little bit higher up than he is right now in 6th place, but still going to make it to the feature race, so no bad news there. He still will make it, but he's going to dive to the inside on the 115 of Jed Burton. Will he pass him is the question. We don't know. We'll check here in a minute. We're going to go to the front. Is contact between the front 2. Collects the 28 as well. Let's go back and take a look. what happened here is we go to the blimp camera. This happened between the 28, or the 28, the 3 and the 37. Shane James and Randall Carter. We'll see exactly what happened. Oh, right there, the 3 of Shane James gets into the back bumper of the 37, spins him around, and then the 28 of Trevor Fitz getting involved in that, having nowhere to go but right into the 3. As we will go back to live and back to our main camera, it looks like they are going to put the 3 of Shane James at the back of this field for causing the caution, and Trevor Fitz on pit road after that. That is a disappointing finish. Had he not been able to get involved in that, unfortunately, he really had no choice in it but to get involved. He would be your new leader, but as of right now, he is not, so he is going to be stuck in 10th place on pit road right now. Randall Carter getting bumped, goes all the way to 4th place now as he was your leader. That's going to give the lead to the new guy here, Jarrett Murphy, in that 25 machine. With actually no laps. Checkered flag is waving because caution laps do count right now. So Heat Race 2 winner is going to be Jarrett Murphy here tonight. So first time racing ever in the series on the last night of racing here with the season finale. And he is your Heat Race 2 winner, and that is going to do it there. They are going to get ready for warm-up. 5 minutes on the clock. Give us just a minute. We're going to step away. We'll let you know how long of this warm-up they are going to run, as we are going to go to our scenic mode. So give us just a minute, and we'll be right back to let you know exactly how long they are going to run here in warm-up. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, here for your feature race. We're going to go ahead and quickly get to your starting grid presented by Walls Beard Co. Tonight, row 1 is going to be the 68 of Darren Literal and the 25 of Jarrett Murphy. In row 2, it is going to be Corey Whitworth in the 69 and the 115 of Jed Burton. Row 3 is going to be the 119 of Mason Crawford and the 42 of Virgil Graham. Row 4 is going to be Tyler Hollum and the 37 of Randall Carter. Row 5 is going to be the 44 of Blake Cannon and the 03 of Dylan Thomas. Row 6 is going to be the 5 of Dylan Petty and the 55 of Austin Moore. Row 7 is going to be the 27 of Tim Christensen and the 88 of Kevin McNatt. Row 8 is going to be the 41 of Shad Prescott and the 51 of Bailey Jones. Row 9 is going to be the 07 of Howard Weaver and the 3 of Shane James. And rounding out the fields here on row 10 is going to be the 19 of Jared Winholes and the 28 of Trevor Fitz here for tonight's feature race. It should be a good one. We'll see. Will we see a few cautions? Will we go caution free? That will be answered here shortly as they are getting ready to get this thing going. We're going to zoom out here so you can see this field. 20 drivers made it. Every driver here made it to the feature race here tonight. Again, if you don't get excited and adrenaline pumping for this race, you might want to check to see if your heartbeat's still going. You're going to see some exciting racing here tonight from Knoxville Raceway, home of the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame, as we are getting ready to go racing this time by. All right, things are set. Pace car dives off, and green flag is in the air. We are racing here for your feature race. 50 laps on the books here at Knoxville Raceway, and it is going to be a good one. They're side by side, 3 wide. Let's zoom in here a little bit and get a nice shot of all these beasts going around this track. As it's going to be Mason Crawford there, and the caution comes out early, and I'm not sure who brought this caution out, as nobody is off pace at the moment here. So let's go back here and see Jared Windholz in the 19. And I see some damage to the 07 of Howard Weaver. So let's go back and watch him and see what happened. As Howard Weaver in the 07 does have damage to the back of his car. So something happening to the back of his car. So there it is right there. Let's go back one more time here. Adjust a little bit and see if we can get a better look here. And so we're going to go back to Howard Weaver, and let's see. We have Shane James back here. Trevor Fitz is back here. The 51 of, I believe that's Bailey back here. Bailey Jones. Oh, something went wrong back here at the start of this race. Let's look and see if we can figure out what it was. But right there, the 55 gets the wall, collects, I believe, I'm not sure who that is. That gets collected into that. That was the 88 of Kevin McNatt, and it was on from there. A lot of beating and banging going on, but they are back to going in the right direction. Kevin McNatt was on pit road for 1.1 second, and it looks like he is going to gain one spot here as he is going to take to 19th place. Austin Moore will take the rear of the field as he was the cause of the caution getting into the outside wall. He will be your caution recipient here, receiving the end-of-line penalty in the race. We are on lap 4 of 50. Once these guys get it going here, they will get into a long green flag run, I'm sure. That is coming up here, I would imagine. Give them a lap or two to get sorted in, and once they do, you'll see some really good racing and a lot of green flag racing. And good racing action here tonight with the pace car truck here about to dive off this next time by. We want to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight. Definitely appreciate everyone for showing up. Make sure you hit the like button and the thumbs up, share it, subscribe, all that good stuff. As there it is, green flag back in the air once again. We are racing. We're going to dive down to the big camera here so we can get a good shot of everyone here. Right now, the 25 of Jarrett Murphy trying to get by Darren Literal, but just not having any success at it, as these guys are basically running single file. But here comes the 54 Tyler Hall to the inside. followed by the 115 of Jed Burton. Randall Carter looks like he's going to get by the 115, and here comes the 44 of Blake Cannon. They're 3 wide coming out of turn 2, and it's going to be Blake Cannon that takes advantage of it. He will take 7th place, and he is riding that berm really good. So is the 5 of Dylan Petty. Really good racing for everybody here so far. We're going to keep an eye as these guys slowing down. That's not because of a wreck, they're just so close here. 3 wide once again. It is still Darren Littoral out front leading this race, followed by Jarrett Murphy. We're going to zoom out here to give you a better feel for this. As much as we like to see the cars, we want to see how close they are. They're side by side. It's Littoral and Murphy right there beside each other. Right behind there was Wentworth, Crawford, Hollum, Carter, all these guys right there together. Your front 4 have really started to pull away here in the race, though. Somebody's going to win this race, but right now it looks like it's going to go to Littoral as he is set to win this race, but don't count anybody out just yet. We still have plenty of racing left to go here in your feature race. We are not even at the halfway point. And you see the 119 of Crawford coming to the inside. He may have something to say about this as they're going to push it 3 wide. A little bit of contact, just a little rub in there. I wouldn't call it contact necessarily as much as just a little wheel rub in there as he is going to go right there. They're 3 wide, and that is not going to work out too well for the 69 as he will go around a little bit. That is Corey Whitworth. They didn't make a lot of contact, but it was enough to push him back 2 spots. And here comes Randall Carter. He's going to get by him, and Virgil Graham going to try to get by him as well. Let's go up close and personal as they come out of turn 2 and on to turn 3 now. These guys are battling so close together. Carter, again, up to 5th place, 4th place now, as he did get by Corey Whitworth. Whitworth trying to work his way back up to the front of this field. Let's check in with some of our guys we thought would be a little higher up right now. Virgil Graham, 6th place. Thought he would be up towards the front trying to do a battle for the lead, and we got a huge pile up in the back. Caution is out, and Howard Weaver once again going to be involved in this one. Let's go back and take a look. What went wrong back here in the back of the field is it was a huge pile up, and taking a look to see exactly what went wrong, and it looks like it started between the 41 of Shad Prescott and maybe the 5, and just everybody behind them getting involved in it. Let's go back here once again and take a look. Let's go to the blimp camera. As you see a lot of rubbing going on between the 03 and the 28. I don't think that's where it started, though. We're going to take a look. There's the 41, and the 41 scrapes the wall. That didn't cause it, so let's look here. We're watching, and looks like maybe the 5 came up into the 41 just a little bit. Dylan Petty getting into the 41 of Shad Prescott is best guess there. From just a quick view of it here, as we're going back to the front, we'll go to our main camera. That is going to put Kevin McNatt on pit road, but he is back out. Jed Burton in the 115, he is now on pit road. Howard Weaver on pit road as well, 1 lap down. Those 2 are staying on pit road, so it looks like they may have too much damage to repair here tonight. We'll see if Jed Burton can get back out onto the track. Barton, sorry. If he can get back onto the track, I always getting his name wrong. I even know him and I still get it wrong. But Jed Barton in 19th place right now. Howard Weaver currently in 20th out of this race. It looks like Austin Moore, I'm not sure what Austin Moore is doing. He is slowing down on the track, but now he's getting it back together again. So I'm not sure if he's having some kind of technical difficulties with the controller, or with his with his steering wheel pedal. Something not going right here as they are back to live. So not sure what's going on, but you know, we won't sugarcoat it here on VRN. That is what he has done before, and then to be caught lagging back like that, he could have been attempting to do that again. We'll see, but here comes the 44, Blake Cannon, from 4th to 2nd. Can he hold on to it? And he'll at least get 3rd out of this deal. We'll zoom in here a little bit so you can get a good feel for it. And here goes Blake Cannon. He is sending it right to the front. third place still as they come 3 wide out of turn 2. Who will win this race? Again, let us know in chat if you have a pick for tonight's race. At this point, I'm not sure who it's going to be. They're 2 wide coming out of the corner, and it's going to be Blake Cannon that goes to the lead here for the moment. We'll see, will he lead? Right now, Literal has led all 19 laps so far, but it is Blake Cannon out front so far. He's your new leader. Now it's the 68. Now it's the 44. And we'll have to wait and see. There it is. Cannon has led his first lap here tonight. So Blake Cannon, now your race leader, and he officially has led a lap, but bonus points don't mean anything after tonight, as this series is coming to an end for a little while, and then they will pick it back up later, but they will be off for a little bit of a break. So we'll explain more on that when we get that chance to, when it is officially released to the public. But right now we got a little bit slow on the track is the 27 of Tim Christensen, who has just barely hit the wall there. Got a little bit of damage, not too terribly much, but looks like he's going to roll it to pit road. As we'll see. Oh my goodness, the 54, Tyler Hollum bouncing around the track. Caution is out. Let's go back and take a look. Tyler Hollum in the 54 machine going for a ride here, but the question is why? Why was he upside down? And right there, something just drastically went wrong, and looked like just slammed it into the outside wall, and he is no longer here after being on pit road for about 0.5 seconds. We'll go back to live. So something happening to Tyler Hollum here that puts him out of this race very early. Well, I'm going to assume we may have had some mechanical failure on the wheel, iRacing locked up or something, because it is very rare to see somebody, especially of somebody of that talent level, just careen basically head first right into the outside wall. So definitely I would imagine something drastically went wrong here for the 54 of Tyler Hollum. That will put him 1 lap down now, scored in 16th place. As this time by, we will officially be at the halfway point, and it looks like they are opting for a single file restart this time. They do have that ability to do. We'll see. The lights, I believe, are still on. And no, the lights, yes, the lights are on. So we'll see if they are going single file or if they're going to stay double file here for the restart. Notably, though, your points leader, Howard Weaver, back in 20th. He is out of the race. We'll see if he's still declared the champion when it's all said and done. He came into the night with a 79-point lead. I don't think there's any way he could possibly lose that, even if he didn't show up, so he really didn't have too much on the line as far as losing. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to him, but he's a very elusive one to try to get a hold of, so we'll have to do what we can. Hopefully he's out there watching so we can talk to him. And with that being said, green flag is back in the air. We are racing, and we are really starting to mix it up midfield here as these guys are duking it out. Mud is flying everywhere into the air, and this track is still not really black here. There is a little bit of black, but there's still mud flying in the air. So this track is not as worn out as we've seen some tracks in the past. So very interesting. We're going to go back here to this group, as right now Blake Cannon has a huge lead over Jarrett Murphy. And there is another wreck caution coming out, and this time it's going to be the 28 of Trevor Fitz that goes upside down. Let's go back and take a look. What happened here to Trevor Fitz is we're going to go back and watch the 28 here, see exactly what happened right there. Ooh, the 5, maybe the 5 tried to send it in there a little bit where there wasn't a hole. Let's go back and take a look here. We're going to go to the blimp camera for Trevor Fitz, and you see right there the 5 gets right in there on the 28. Does back off there just a little bit right here. it still didn't happen. Backed off once again. And right in here is about where this happened. Coming into the next corner. They were both right there beating and banging, but I think maybe the 5 just brought it in a little hot there. A little, just didn't quite have the room. That was a 5 at Dylan Petty. Again, it's the season finale. Everybody's trying to gain every position they can, but I just don't think there was enough room there for the 5 to squeeze in on the 28s of Trevor Fitz, and that will put him now out of the race. We started with 20. We are down to 13 drivers on the track left at this time. Everyone that's on the track is on the lead lap. But again, we started with 20. We're down to 13. So 7 drivers are out of this race already. We'll see. With the minute 28, I don't think Trevor Fitz is going to make it back to the race. Unfortunate. Had a fast car here. Just did not have the luck he needed. Getting beaten and banged on like a pinball machine out there. Again, not the run he wanted here. Just to note here real fast before we go live again, Literal has, live, we are live, until we go racing again, Literal has led 19 laps. He is back a little ways right now. Right now, Cannon is your leader, and he's led 11 laps. Darren Literal back in 3rd place. Randall Carter trying to make it 4th. If he can get by him in the 37 machine, we'll be looking to see if he can. We'll see here. Well, not going to happen this time by Virgil Graham up to 6th place right now, trying to make his way to the front of this field, but still just not quite there. It's not the Virgil Graham we're used to seeing here in that 42 machine. Usually he is very quick and out front, but he's still in the top 5. Just not what we're used to seeing here from Virgil Graham. Usually up in the top 3, possibly even at the front of this race. So we'll see. Here goes the 37 of Randall Carter on Darren Literal. Literal trying to hold him off, but Carter right there, and we got some cars beating and banging back here at the back of this field. Just a note here, take a look. Shane James had a fast car, also didn't have the luck he needed. He's back in 8th place right now, trying to fight his way back to the front of this field. Just, again, a lot of drivers not having good luck here tonight, and you need a little bit of luck on your side if you want to put on a good finish here. Blake Cannon, however, running the breast cancer awareness pink number 44 D1RT Racing car here tonight, doing a good job. He's got Lady Luck on his side tonight. No pun intended there for breast cancer awareness, Lady Luck. But he is definitely moving through this field right now. We're going to go back here a little ways as these guys are battling. Caution is out, and it's going to be Shad Prescott in the 41. Let's see if he had any help. What happened here to Shad Prescott as they're beating and banging between him and the 69, and I think those two got together. We'll see right there. The 69 comes across his nose big time. Let's go back and let's go to our blimp camera up in the eye. We have the eye in the sky here tonight. You see a lot of beating and banging going on between the 69 of Corey Whitworth and the 41 of Shad Prescott. Prescott gets by him there. Here comes the 69, and right there, contact's made. No harm done. More contact in there. The 69 slides up, puts the 41 into the wall, and then right there, more contact as he gets to the nose of his car, and that will send the 41 of Shad Prescott bumping and banging into the wall and going for a violent ride. Here as we're on lap 38, 13 laps to go here in your feature race. It has been quite a few cautions here tonight. Didn't expect this being the final race. I figured everyone would take it kind of easy. We've had 5 cautions here, 13 laps, 13 to go. One different lead change, and that was when Blake Cannon took the lead from Darren Literal. He is currently sitting back in 3rd place. And he has now led 19 and 19. They're tied for the most laps led here in tonight's feature. Let us know in chat who you are rooting for here tonight. I know we also have Facebook up. We haven't really been watching it too much here tonight, as we were a little bit late getting started due to a delay. So we did not have a chance to pull that chat up as well, but hopefully everyone there is enjoying the race. But there it is, green flag back in the air once again. And here comes the 25 of Jared Murphy to the inside of the 44 of Cannon. Can Murphy get by Cannon for the lead? Not going to happen on this lap. Literal still trying to get by here. But he is also not making much progress since he got pushed back there a little bit. Just to know here, Bailey Jones out of the race. Dylan Thomas, Shad Prescott out of the race. We currently have 10 drivers here in this race. And there goes the 69, the 37, right into the outside wall. Caution is out. We saw that live, but we're going to go back and take another look. Let's take one more look as we have the eye in the sky here. What happened? You're watching the blue 68 and the 37 white. Their white car right there. Contacts made. They never really lift off of each other, and then into the outside wall they go. Both of them getting collected. The 68 of Darren Literal somehow able to get off the wall just a little bit better than the 37 of Randall Carter, who was upside down after that. So we'll go back to live. The 37 sitting on pit road. It looks like the 37 of Randall Carter, his night is done. Shane James putting it on pit road. We have 8 cars left on the track right now. We started with 20. So everyone out here guaranteed a top 10 if they can stay on the track and keep their car in one piece here for tonight's race. We'll see right now. Your front 3 here out of the 8 left on the track are Blake Cannon, Jarrett Murphy. Wow, Murphy, if we get it right. Murphy and Corey Whitworth are your top 3 drivers here at the moment. We'll see. We have 8 laps to go. We'll see. Will there be another caution here tonight? You know, at the rate we're going, I'm not too certain there won't be, but I never know for sure here. We have 7 laps to go. Going to be 6 when they take the green. All right, we are set and right there. Green flag is out. We are racing here once again at Knoxville Raceway. We'll see. Will that be the last caution of the night? You're watching the front the fields here. It's going to be Cannon, Murphy, and Graham. 1, 2, and 3. And Whitworth trying to get in there. 6 laps to go. Going to be 5 this time by here for the 44 of Cannon. Virgil Graham sticking it to second. Can't make it stick, though. He is going to try and battle. Currently in 3rd place. He's fighting his way to the front. And it's going to be a battle here between those two as the 25 gets into the berm. That's going to cost him a little bit of time, as it's going to be Graham taking a 2nd spot from Murphy. So we'll see Whitworth trying to get in there in the mix as well. But that battle's still not over for 2nd place. Graham and Murphy battling side by side for 2nd. Meanwhile, Blake Cannon, your leader in the 44, is checking out from this field. So he is pulled away to a sizable lead. But we'll see if he can manage to hold off and get this win. Virgil Graham obviously coming very quickly. We expected him to see him up in the front of this field, and that's where he's at right now, sitting in 2nd place. It took him a little bit of time to get there, but he is there now in 2nd place. We'll see. Here's the 69 of Corey Whitworth battling as well, trying to get there. 2 laps to go for Blake Cannon, your race leader. We'll stick with him unless we see any major going on here. We'll see a little bit of a battle going on as it's Murphy to second now. Now it's Graham. Blake Cannon coming to the line. It is going to be 1 lap to go. White flag in the air presented by Northwest Racing Series as they come out of the corner here. And we'll see, can he hold them off here for half a lap? I'm pretty sure he can. Checkered flags are about to be waving. There they are. Checkered flags are waving. And it is going to be the 44 of Blake Cannon getting the win here tonight, followed by Virgil Graham and then Jarrett Murphy here in third place. Very, very close finish between those two, as it was .066 seconds separating second and third here tonight, but it's going to be Blake Cannon, Virgil Graham, and Jarrett Murphy getting 1, 2, 3 here in tonight's race. We'll go ahead and get to your unofficial race results before we move over to the post-race show. Again, getting the win here tonight is going to be the 44 Blake Cannon, followed by in second place the 42 of Virgil Graham. Third place will be the 25 of Jarrett Murphy, and fourth place will be the 69 of Corey Whitworth, and fifth place will be the 19 of Jared Winholz. Sixth place will be Dylan Petty. Seventh place, Darren Literal. Sorry about that, Darren. Eighth place will be Kevin McNatt. Ninth place, Randall Carter. And 10th place, Shane James. 11th place will be Bailey Jones. 12th place, Dylan Thomas. 13th, Shad Prescott. 14th, Trevor Fitz. 15th will be Mason Crawford. 16th will be Tyler Hollum. 17th, Tim Christensen. 18th, Austin Moore. 19th, Jed Burton. And 20th will go to Howard Weaver. Here for tonight's race. That is your unofficial results here for tonight's race. We are going to step away. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with your top 3 driver interviews. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we have your top 3 drivers here with us to talk to them after a finale race here. It was, the season finale for the SimDirt Modified Touring Series. Coming in third place after a hard-fought battle between himself and Virgil Graham there in those last few laps. They were trading second back and forth. In the end, he comes home with third place. That is the 25 of Jarrett Murphy. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I hope I'm not, but then I feel really bad if I am. Was this your first race here in this series?
No, last week at Lanier, I believe, was my first race. But, yeah, it was an awesome race. Definitely nerve-wracking. We were all 3 and 4 wide there early going, and just nice, clean racing up there between the top 5. I know Darren got a little out of shape there towards the end. But, yeah, overall good race.
Definitely was a great race. Again, you started second, finished third, so you went back one spot, but that's neither here nor there at this point. Again, it was the final race of the season, so it's really just about getting out there and getting a win, at least trying to, especially in your case, only being your second race. The points championship wasn't on the line for you, so overall, it was a great race. That being said, we know a little bit about the next coming season, but I can't talk too much about that until it's officially released. But are you looking forward to next season and running full seasons for that championship here with the SDMTS?
Oh, yeah. I'll definitely be back here next season. I really didn't learn about this league until, like I said, a couple weeks ago. But, yeah, I'll definitely be back. The field of drivers that always show up for these is almost second to none. I mean, it's all VLR drivers, D1RT drivers. I'll definitely be back. The competition's fierce in this series.
Well, definitely we'll be looking to have you back. That being said, before we let you go, any sponsors on that car you need to thank, or anyone out there watching you just want to give a shout out to?
Yes, sir. iRacing, iFlag, their sponsor. Me and about 7 other drivers race for them. My team, HRT Sim Racing, we've been racing together for about 4 years now. So I mean, it's like a brotherhood over there. My buddies over at Southern Sim Racing, Corey Whitworth, Jared Winholz, Dylan Petty, racing against them for a long time too. So, and of course, my fiance for letting me do this all the time.
Definitely congrats on third place. And good to see you coming back next season. And hopefully we have him now, second place. The 42 of Virgil Graham started sixth and finished second. So Virgil Graham, do you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here. I was running a few laps after the race, just testing.
Well, we got you here. That's all that matters now. But earlier in the race, we talked about you. You're always a threat to win here, or in this series, or any race you get in for that matter. But early in the race, you were kind of struggling back there a little back, trying to get by these people, or some of the drivers, and then you finally came in the end. So how was the car handling, and was it a little tougher trying to get up through this field a little bit? You started sixth, but again, as always, you worked your way to the front.
Yeah, I mean, the car was fast. The car felt good. I was confident that I was faster than a couple of those guys, but there was a couple squirrels in front of me that were tough to get by, and I was getting the raw end of the deal on quite a few of those restarts. So, I kind of just lucked out here or there, whether it be wrecks or just picking them off, and was able to get up to the front. And the more the race went on, the more that top came in, and as it gets closer to that wall, if some people just get timid to run it up there. So, I knew I could make it stick up there. I can't always, some tracks are tough. Lima lands and things like that are tough sometimes to keep it stuck up there. But for some reason in Knoxville, I'm able to make it work pretty good. But the car just didn't have enough. I thought I was going to have a chance at Blake, but I didn't have enough up there.
Well, definitely, we were kind of glad just to get the race going, as there was a little bit of a delay there early. I believe someone said in chat the water truck exploded or something like that and just drenched the track in water. But they got that all fixed up. We did get the race going. A little bit of an off break here for this season. I know the winter's coming up, which means real life racing is going to be put on hold. So do you have any plans to do any big races here on iRacing that you're going to attend? I know there's probably a few out there that even I don't know about. That are coming up, and if not, are you going to come back next season and try to win that championship?
Yeah, I mean the pro season just ended, so we're done there, and that's done for the year. That'll resume again next year. That's the plan, anyways. Obviously, there's always some big races that are coming up. VLR always has some that are in the works. They just haven't been announced yet. So obviously, I'll take my chances at any of those races that are coming up. And then like you said, it's winter. I mean, for me, it's hunting season and stuff like that. So I'll do that. And I just had a baby here in July, so I'm enjoying her and these big series that are around, and like the jackpot series, I'll continue to do those. And when SDMTS, there's too many letters. When that comes around again, I'll be here.
Well, definitely look forward to having you back next season. I know we'll be here as well, covering all the action, and we look forward to that. Congrats on the newborn, and you go from hunting wins to hunting animals. So hopefully you have fun doing that as well. Again, congrats on the second place. Getting the win here tonight, though, that is the 44 of Blake Cannon. Led 31 laps, started ninth, even further back than Virgil Graham. Worked your way all the way up to first. I know coming into this, the thought was to try to get D1RT 1, 2, and 3. That didn't happen here tonight. But as far as D1RT goes, great team. And you proud to be at the front representing them here tonight?
Yeah, Charles, just to be honest with you, I just wake up in the morning and I just pissed excellence. No, we had a good run. All the D1RT guys run good tonight. unfortunately, Shad got caught up with Dylan Thomas and Dylan Petty, who went full-blown retarded on him. And then you got Corey. I don't know what he was doing. He did about the same thing. So all three teammates pretty much destroyed both of my D1RT teammates. But, overall, track was real racy. Kind of got behind in qualifying after the invert. But I told them before the race started that I was going to win the race on the bottom. And I stuck to it, and it ended up working. So it was a heck of a race. A long race, nerve-wracking. Jarrett was fast, Virgil was fast. But it was a great league for the first time being a part of it. I enjoyed it.
Well, definitely when you say, I'm going to do it this way, I'm going to win the race doing this, and you come in and do exactly that, people notice that. They will notice, look, I said I'm going to do it, and I did it. You can't win a race better than that, than, calling it out beforehand, letting that fear and pressure get to your competition, and then going ahead and delivering on it too. So that being said, same question, coming in the next season here, are you going to be running full season and running for that championship next season?
More than likely, I'll probably show up in more of these races and definitely attempt to run for the championship. The stiff competition definitely. It was good to race against some guys again tonight. There's a lot of people out there that are squirrels and they like to judge you based off your finishes in other big races, and when it comes down to it, they just can't do it. So I love racing against Virgil, Shane, John, all them guys. They're all good, and when you can beat them, even in the littlest ways, it makes you feel good. But nevertheless, I think I'm going to continue doing our own league, the D1RT Jackpot Series, of course. Probably come back for this one. Probably run here and there with VLR. Other than that, just kind of shoot for the big races. That's all iRacing is coming nowadays. Is you shoot for the money, and the more money you can win, the better off you are. So we're gonna go for that.
All right. Well, before we let you go here, of course, same thing. We gotta let you get a chance to give some shout outs to anyone out there, and of course, we know you got D1RT there as a sponsor. So, who those sponsors and shout outs be here for tonight's race?
Just everybody back on the team. You got Shad, Rocket, Robert, you got Trevor, you got Bailey, you got Clay, Tyler, and you got Dylan. Everybody, they all put everything they got into this whole team, and really, we've come a long way. I felt like here this year, and we're not done yet. I just gotta thank Maxis and the Easy Go, and Augusta Aquatics, and just everybody that helps. It's definitely a good win.
All right. Well, again, congrats on the win here tonight. That will do it here for tonight's race. We are going to sign off, and we will see you tomorrow for the Manning Electric Super Speedway Series at 8:15 Central Time. So stay tuned for that, and we will see you there.
This copyrighted broadcast may not be used in any form without the authorized written consent of Virtual Racing Network. VRN would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.